Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Today I'm going to do a review of the Sony Ericsson P990i Me. If you want to see the unboxing video of this phone, click here. So today I'm going to do a review. I've already started it up. Let me take it out of here. See, it's turned on by me. So let's look at each other. Here it is. Beautiful. So as specifications, this phone was released and announced in 2005. It's a GSM UMTS technology apparently. 150 grams and you can actually feel it. It's a TFT sensitive touchscreen with 256K colors, 2.7 inches. Doesn't look like 2.7. Oh wait, now it does. Yep, 240 by 320 pixels. The standard basically. It's running Symbian OS 9.1. I believe the CPU is a 32-bit Philips Nexperia. Nexperia, yeah, something like that. 208 megahertz. It supports memory stick, this one, Duo Pro, and well, it comes with 64 megabytes included. 64 megabytes of RAM, 128 megabytes of flash memory, and 600 megabytes of I said 600, I mean 64 megabytes, 128 megabytes, and 60 megabytes of user memory. It's a 2 megapixel camera with autofocus, an LED flash here, yeah, and this camera is a VGA one. So let's talk about this. On the front, we have the front facing camera, the VGA one, a status indicator LED, the earpiece, the buttons, numeric buttons, and the selecting. Right as it is right now, I'm basically using a normal Sony Ericsson phone with the back, delete or cancel, more, and calls on this one. And the center is menu with the D-pad. After all, it's Symbian OS and it takes a bit of time to load everything. But it works fine compared to others. Here we have the P990i logo. If you open this little latch, here we have the QWERTY keyboard. And now the touchscreen works. Today screen, no one cares. Let's go back. Yeah. But when this thing is closed, the touchscreen doesn't work. Now you use it as a normal phone when you don't need a touchscreen, which I think is a pretty cool feature. On the right, here you have the email button, I believe. If I press this, well, nothing happens, but it should. I think I didn't set up. I did not set it up. Yeah, here it's the memory card slot. Like I said, it's missing the memory card, but that's not a problem. Here we have the camera shutter button or record button. It's a two-step button, I believe. Press it lightly, it autofocus, and press it hard, it takes the picture. We'll get back to this in a minute. That's it for this part. On the top, we have the infrared port. This is if you want to connect the phone in a housing or holder. It is the power on button. Well, if the screen is not turned on, you press this, it turns on. And to lock it, you lose the typical Sony Ericsson pattern, star and the right selection key. On the left, we have the play pause button for the music, volume up and down, and OK. And it's not only for volume, you can actually, let me show you, menu. You can scroll with it to the menu. The calendar, if I press it once, it's OK. See? And this is the back button. Press it once, it goes out. Press it once again. Back is this button. And here is the lock unlock. If I do that, key is locked, see? I can either do star unlock or I can do it easy by this, by sliding this button. On the bottom we have the normal standard Sony Ericsson connector. Here is where you can put, where's the microphone, and you can also put a strap on it, wrist strap. On the back, on the front, on the top part of the back, we have the stylus. Because it's a, like I said, the TFT touchscreen is not, it's made of, the touchscreen is plastic basically, it's not made of glass like newer phones. This is for exterior antenna, the loudspeaker, the flash, the logo, and this is like a, well, rubberized stand. You know, when you put that flat on the surface, it stays flat on the camera, and this, that's why it has these two bumps here on the camera. If I turn it on like this, see, it's a 2 megapixel autofocus with the f2.8 5.5mm lens. And those, this is, in case you didn't know, on all phones, this thing is the mirror. When you want to take a selfie, you look at it. Here I am. So you can see how you look. And if you rotate it like this, now the camera turns on. Here's the camera. Initializing. And it's pretty snappy. I mean, look how snappy it is. Here is you can select the brightness level and the zoom. Here we have quick settings. Shutter sound, auto review, save to, night mode. Let's go to fine pictures, thank you very much. You can also add effects, let's say negative, see? Now let's turn it off. The flash, it's on off. Let me turn it on. Actually, let's keep it off. Here, the white balance. Let's say fluorescent. Now let's get it back to auto. Autofocus, normal, macro, off. Is the largest resolution selected, which is good. Single shot burst, and you can reset the settings. Now let's close it. And here you have this thing when you, yeah, it's not. Now, like I said, if you press slightly on it, I believe it's in video mode now. Yeah, 320p, 17 minutes and 55 seconds. Let's do some. Can I change this? I can't. Oh. Okay, now we're on pictures. You have to take it slowly. If you go too fast, see, I pressed once. Now it's on video. Pressing again. Photos. Yeah, you must take your time with it. Now let's look at these settings. Oh, wait. Yeah, the settings is for all of them. Now it does the autofocus. Let's look at. See? Listen to the motor in the camera. Let's see if the lens does its thing. See? Pretty cool. Yeah, and if I press it harder, took the picture. Let's delete it. Yes. Right, and if I open this up, I should have more settings. Now the touchscreen works. And it's more precise like this. See, this is the zoom. White balance. Yeah, these are only showing you what's this is to hide the menu, and these are the settings and the back. Now I basically got out of the camera. You can exit the camera app with the lens still open, but it's better to keep it closed. I always liked the closing part, you know, on phones. It protects the lens pretty well. Right. Now let's use the QWERTY keyboard. Well, nothing happens. Now I have to write something. Here we have the arrows to select things. Now let's use it as a PDA. Here you have the main menu. Wait for a while. Radio, music, video, any music, no media files. So let's go back. Here we have the tools, control panel. You have to be very patient with this type of devices, like you press once and wait. File manager, now we wait. Like on Symbian devices, it's normal, you know. You can also use the selector if it's easier for you. Stopwatch. Other than that, it's pretty snappy enough. It's not bad. This should be the task manager, yeah. I can open some apps or recent apps. Yeah, this will be the battery. Now you can see the level or percentage mostly. Car holder, yeah. The brightness level, a lot of settings. Wireless, yeah, it also has wireless, Bluetooth. It's a bit weird to connect with this and I'm not gonna try that. The 3G, it's unavailable because I did not activate it. You have to install the settings from the SIM card, from, in this case being Vodafone, from its site, you know. Download the settings for internet for this specific phone. Now, in case you're wondering why some phones have this lid and some phones don't have it, well, I already showed you on this video with unboxing. What I forgot to say, it can play MP3s, MP4s. You also get this in the box. This is for here, if you want to use it only as a touchscreen phone. And also you have here spare screws and a screwdriver, which I'm not going to use because these things are usually sensitive. However, I am also curious myself to see how it will work. So, be right back. Let me use here my trusty screwdriver, and I'm going to be extra careful while doing this. And while I'm at it, let me show you this. You also have to open this anyway. Here are the buttons. I'm not gonna take the battery out now. I don't know if you need to take it out for this, but I'm risking it. Take this, actually I can take this bigger one. This is the PH00. So, here are the two screws, here and here. These are the only two screws with this type of screwdriver. I don't know how to say it in English. It's not flathead, it's the other one. Star? No. Yeah. The other one are Torx screws. You can see here underneath the battery. So let's open them up. I think you could also see how this thing is moving here now. See? This is, oh, these are big screws. By looking at those things, I'm guessing, oh, these screws are just as big. Okay, so they are spare screws. And to take this out, you just slide it out like this. And that's it. See, the phone automatically switched to the touchscreen only version. This is how it looks underneath. Now all I have to do is slide this in. And I can screw those two, put those screws here, and that's it. And this is how it looks now, as a full touchscreen phone. However, I do like the lid, because I don't like the touchscreen to always work. You know, sometimes I don't need it. And I'm guessing there are still some people out here like myself that sometimes prefer buttons instead of screens. Yeah, this is the hard part. Yeah, I have to press it down and shove it up like that. That sounded weird, but yeah. And it works. Let me put those two screws back. Let me take this out of the way. Right, and I'm going to put this back in the box. So this was my review of this phone. It's a pretty cool one to have as a PDA. You know, back in the day when you heard the term PDA or personal data assistant, it was awesome. I mean, you have like a small PC in your pocket. You know, like the pocket PC. It was pretty cool. Now, also if you press this button on top here, if you keep on holding it, if you only press it once, it doesn't do anything. But if you hold it, now you have this. Power off or flight mode. Of course, I'm going to choose power off, because we're going to turn it off. And it's off. Part of me believes that the battery for this thing should have been the thicker one, but yeah, this is where the SIM card is located. And as you can see, the other screws are Torx screws if you need to disassemble it. That's how it looks here. The autofocus is a bit weird. 1 second, please. Made in France. And I believe on the box it says made in China. Yeah. Also, this screen is very sensitive to scratches. I only used my wipe to, wipe it. It's one specifically for screens, and still got a bit of scratches here. It's so annoying. So be very careful with this display if you have this phone. This is for the battery. Yeah. Again, if you want to see the unboxing of this phone, click here. Right. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it and found it useful, please don't hesitate to leave a like. Maybe consider subscribing. This box is a bit hit here. It is what it is. And like always, I wish you a very awesome day just like yourself, and all the best. Bye. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention all the technical specifications I got from GSM Arena. Check them out, they're pretty awesome.